Hello and welcome back to another one of my videos. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't already, please definitely do subscribe to the channel because there'll be plenty more of these sort of videos. Just for a brief little summary of today, we are just heading for our collection. Obviously if you follow the channel or if you've been around for the last couple of videos, you would have seen that we've just been in the UK and then the odd trip over to France. Well, this one we are actually off. We're going to somewhere we've been before. We're going to travel through France, Belgium, Germany, Austria, and then our final destination will be back down to Slovenia. So we are currently now on the A66 going across the top. Basically the A66, if you're not familiar with this road, runs from the M6 all the way across to the I want to say the A1, but it might be the M1. I think it's the A1M actually, to be more precise. But yeah, apparently I've slowed down slightly, which means that the lorry is going to overtake me. But anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to say before we got into it, thank you very much to all the new subscribers, to anyone that is liking, to anyone who's commenting, and thank you for the feedback from people. I'm trying to use the GoPro right next to my mouth like it is now a bit more, so that you guys can hear me clearly, because people are saying that when it's on the windscreen you can't really hear it. So yeah, that's that. This guy's flat out, just flying past. They never do very well on the hills though, because obviously the V8 holds the same speed pretty much everywhere, whereas these people bomb the hills down because they're fully loaded, and then they get to this point and they look and see 800 yards the road's shut, and now they're going to be screwed. So they're going to make me brake for them to be able to get in, unless he's going to miraculously find some more power. So we'll hold him to 200 meters and then we'll see what he does. It actually looks like it's snowing. It's 2 degrees. Yeah, it looks like it's snowing now. You probably won't even say thank you either. No, nothing. Yeah, it's actually snowing right now. So it's 2 degrees on there, but you can see the snow just about coming down. Which is not going to be ideal for my wonderful joys of my clean truck. But yeah, we are off to Slovenia. So we've got to get loaded up. If for anyone who's seen our other videos, they'll know that we'll be loading up and then heading for the boat at Dover. For anyone who's new, well, that's the plan. Down to Sevington to clear customs, get our T1 form, then down into Dover, show the T1 form, GMR and MRN, and then we will be on and gone. Off into France, through Belgium, and then I think this time around, because they put the toll tax up, it's like 30p a kilometre or something now in Germany. So I don't know if it's 30 cents or 30p, either way it's a lot of money. So it's more trying to cover Germany with the least amount of distance of covering Germany. So I'll probably cut down from Belgium into Luxembourg and then out the other side of that. So we might do an extra country as well. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like over there. Hopefully better than this snowy sleet stuff that's coming down now. But we're not that far away. We're only about 23 minutes away. So it should be perfect for the rest of our drive time for today, because we've just done the 10-hour drive. And then yeah, we'll be getting loaded, parking up, having 9 hours off, and then heading down later on. Unfortunately, due to the load we're doing, I won't be able to show you the collection place or the delivery address, but I can show you the approach to said areas, and obviously I can show you around Slovenia. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and definitely like and subscribe for more content, and I will join you when we are a little bit closer. So guys, I don't know if you caught that last bit at the end of the time lapse, and Laurie was angry because I thought we were going to crash into that car. I was getting all angry. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you this bit. This will be the last bit I'll show you before we head out later on from our collection. But this is always an interesting bit of this town. So you've got to basically give way here and then give way here as well, which is just weird. There's people in the path. Right, we're clear of the path. We're not going to get past this lorry then. Oh, he's moving. Now. It's always a challenge. I need a sideways camera because then there you go. Just like that. We're free. That was very close. We went like up the little slight bit of the curb and then yeah, interesting. Right, anyway, so we make it through the town now, and then we'll make our collection, and then I'll come back to you in a bit. Good evening, good day, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it may be for you. We are back. We are all loaded. Just had 9 hours and 1 minute off. Keep the authorities happy, you know, keep that extra minute in. So we're obviously just leaving our collection town, and we are heading for the boat. It's going to be a long night, I think, just because I'm very tired. I didn't really get much sleep, but we'll see how it goes. I had to go to the shops, so when I parked up, I went to the shops and sorted out a few bits. I did try and find a laundrette. There is a laundrette, so I need to do that next time I'm up here, because that's always good to have options with that. Try not to lose the trailer load. We've got a full load, and then we've got one double stacked, because obviously with this trailer we've got the I think it's like technically a double-decker European trailer, they're going to call it. So like basically there's two crossbars in the back of the trailer. I'll show you guys once we're empty, and the bars go up and down, so then you put the pallets on top of them so you can have double stack. Obviously it's only like a metre or metre and a half, I think, high pallets that can go on top of each other, because obviously the trailer's only like 2 and a bit metres. So yeah, that's all fun and games. We're basically got a cut across to the A1, the A1M, and then it's straight down there, all the way down to the M25. Not sure, I haven't actually looked at the sat nav, not sure whether it will take us all the way down to the M25 or cross the A14 to Cambridge and that way. Haven't worked that out yet, but we'll worry about that later on. It's going to take us approximately 6 hours and 45 minutes to get to the boat, but we've got to stop in 6 hours and 8 minutes at Sevington, but obviously we're going to have to have a break for that, so we should be hoping to arrive at Sevington for about 4 o'clock in the morning. Once we get to Sevington at 4 o'clock in the morning, clear customs as quick as possible. I'll pre-book in, so we're priority. There's no dangerous goods or anything today, so we're all good there. And when we should be plain sailing in and out, and then we will be sailing down at Dover. So hopefully if we're at Dover by 6 a.m. then we've had a successful evening. So we'll see how that goes, but for now obviously I'm just going to carry on. Well, I've just started, so I'm just going to drive down the road. Roadworks here. So I'm just going to drive down the road and make our way. So it probably won't be a lot of video in again because obviously we're in the night shift, but by the time we get there tomorrow night over into France and Belgium, I'll be parked up and we won't be able to do a lot until obviously Monday due to rules in Germany and Austria and stuff. So we'll get into a bit more of that later on. For now, we'll just get to the boat. See you in the back. So we've been driving for about 23 minutes now and we're back to a main road. It is the A1M, I can confirm that. I knew it was the A1 or the A1N or something along those lines. It changes a couple of times. I'm not really familiar with this part of the country. But yeah, so we are on there and now we have got to do 1.6 kilometers and then it'll probably tell us how long we're going to be on this road for. Like I say, it changes a couple of times, so it probably won't say like 300 kilometers, it'll probably say just like 100 or something. But if you can hear noise in the background, that's my inverter because I'm trying to charge my electric scooter up, so that when we're parked up at the weekend, because I'm going to run out of driving on my 90 hours before I run out of time for working for the week. So that means I'll park for a little bit longer. Well, currently I'm yawning, which isn't ideal, 24 minutes into a shift, but yeah, that's not great. It's that weird sort of light at this time of night that it's like you could probably drive in no headlights, but it's sort of like a weird time. I can't believe it's 10 past 9 and it's still like this light. It's mad. Now let's see what it says. Probably say like 77 kilometers in a straight line. Let's go. Good evening, guys. We are about to head back onto the road. We've just stopped for a 45-minute break on the edge of the A1, and we're just pulling out now. So the A1 North has been shut the whole way, and the A14 normal route we would have gone down around Cambridge is also shut. So we've gone this way and we'll be joining the A10 and then joining the M25. So we'll be back on the road and I should probably see you guys at Sevington. Well, it turns out that we're on a bit of a mission because the A1 was shut, the A14 was shut, and then we're cutting across to the A10 now. But I've just been driving down this road and it's like I was just trundling along at about like 35, 40 mile an hour because there was a corner and it was just like 90-degree right out of absolutely nowhere. And normally like I look at the sat nav to see like what's coming up, and like but like they don't look, that looks pretty straight and this road isn't straight. So it's a nice little A road that's obviously cut across. I'm not actually sure whether this, it said diverted traffic, so I turned right at the roundabout. So this is, it was just a corner like this. I was just trundling along and then like look at that, if you hit that at 40 mile an hour, that wouldn't have been a good time. But yeah, hopefully we actually make it. We're gonna do a right in 500 yards. I just picture like ending up, if this was Devon, you'd end up down some dodgy back lane in a second. Headlights now. But there's been a few cars on it, so it makes me think that it probably is the diversion. Look at that, there. Proper left. You wouldn't want to meet a lorry. If you met a lorry coming around there, thank you, Mr. Car. Sorry for flashing at you and saying thank you. Right, we're turning right here. If anyone knows this area, then they're probably just like, oh, it's fine. Or they're like, that guy shouldn't be there. Unsuitable for wide vehicles, it says that way. It just feels like one of those moments where like, did I miss a diversion sign? But the sat nav is saying it, so you got to follow this for 6.1 kilometres. So I wonder if this is going to be like the other road. Is this a corner that's actually a corner? Yeah, look at it. Look, no arrow on that one. There's got to have been, this can't have been the main diversion for the A1. But at least it'll keep me awake, keep me concentrating on the road. Because when you're sitting on the dual carriageways, it does get a bit like, oh, come on, like I just want to get there now. So yeah, we'll carry on down this wonderful road. I'm not concerned about the corners, I'm more concerned about the pallets. It's the issue with like this sort of stuff. Like, it shouldn't move anywhere, but like, I don't want to drive all the way and get all the way down to the delivery and then we can't deliver because the pallets fell over because we went back laning. I would say this is like back laning, but you know what I mean. So we'll just see how we get on. Nice and bumpy. This is a nice bit straight bit here. Then there's a sign here. What's this sign saying? Concealed entrance. Slow down. Hopefully no one's coming out at this time of night. But yeah, anyway, like I said earlier on, I've been playing around with the video. I've just been editing and the other videos, and I realised that when the GoPro's down, right down there on the dash, on the window, it's like not a good time. Like, you guys can't hear me. I've been reading comments and stuff like that, so hopefully I can try and get that sorted by putting it here. If not, then I'm going to have to start from scratch and do something else. Why are you shouting at me? I'm doing the speaker thing. Green light, 25. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I definitely didn't expect to be on roads like this tonight. But yeah, I shall catch you guys when we are, well, I say when we're at Sevington, which is what I said a minute ago. But unless something else exciting comes out, I'll see you in a bit. We are just coming across the Dartford crossing, and I've never been in this lane. We're obviously in the 4th lane. I don't know what you guys will be able to see, because obviously you're facing forwards. Don't know where I'm at with. I was watching one of Trucker Tim's videos and he was like moving the camera around while he was driving, whereas I'm not really sure how I feel about that. But yeah, so what I want to get right, and I'm hoping that in a couple of months I'll be able to do it. If it carries on the way it's going, and I carry on enjoying making these videos and that, is I want to get one of those Insta 360 cameras, because then I can have it mounted wherever I want, and then I don't know how they work, but obviously they can go in a 360 angle. So I don't know whether I can like make it so I can point and then like it will turn to like the side window and then look to the front window. I just think that would be pretty cool. Whether that's actually a thing or not, I don't really know. But yeah, there's quite a lot of roadworks tonight and quite a lot of diversions and adventuring around. But we're getting there slowly. We're only about 50 minutes away from Sevington for customs. And then hopefully that'll be just plain sailing. Like I say, I've checked in online already, and fingers crossed we can just fly on through. But what I might do is when we get to Sevington, I might show you guys. Can I do that or not? I don't know. I'll see what happens. I might be able to show you guys the process of checking in on the app if no one's ever done it or wants to know how to do it. I'm hoping that the fact that that road's closed doesn't mean that the A2 is closed. So I don't really want to drive all the way down and around to the M20, because that would be annoying. But yeah, fingers crossed, and I shall let you guys know what happens in a bit. Here we are, guys, at the wonderful Sevington Inland Border Facility. We've just been jamming to a bit of 80s tunes, a bit of Billy Joel on the way down. Oh, there's no one in the hut today, pointlessly pointing. Hopefully we can get in and out of here nice and quickly. If you haven't seen any of these, there's a couple of bits and bobs in other videos of this place. You're not actually allowed to film 25, 26. You're not allowed to film in here, so we sort of just don't really make it obvious. Apart from the ladder cam is not very discreet. So Sam's not very happy. We'll go up here. It's nice and quiet. They're going to shout at me actually thinking about it because I'm just not going way too fast. Is there anyone in this? There's no one in the hut. They never go on this side. They always go on the passenger side. It's actually very quiet in here regarding. Normally there's about 15 million people, shall I say, stood around. Hello, you right? Got pretty export, no ADR. On, yes. Perfect, thank you. Oh, the window's not working. Yes. We're back in the cream parking. J2, which is right next to the building. Then we've got a green pass as well. Just chucking that. So the green pass is our priority. We've got our priority obviously because we did the app. So that basically means that we don't have to do anything like get out until basically our paperwork is done. Check in a second if we had a text message or not. I didn't hear it go off, but then also I wasn't really paying any attention, so it could be that it went off. Right, we want to check. Ah, there it is. That'll be the text message saying, please wait in your cab until we message you again. Why am I not on the screen? It's not ideal, is it? They don't care about me today. I'm not on the screen today, so that means they don't care. I wasn't on the screen last time, to be fair, actually. But look at this service all the way down. Right down to J, which is right at the front. I wonder if it'll be on this screen or not. J2. What are the chances it's between? Oh, we're not on the screen either. Yeah, between a van and a lorry. Oh no, it's not, it's on the end. Oh, there's an all around. Oh, that's not there. What are you waving at? I don't know what his problem is. I've given up. I backed into the space and then he just shouted at me, so. Right, that's us parked. I've just parked in any space because it's a waste of time. He told me to park in bay 2, I backed into bay 2, and then a lorry beeped at me, and then he told me to go and park down here. So that's all I've done. Right, let's check my phone and see what we're saying. They've logged my arrival, and I should wait in my cab until I'm told to report to the office. So I shall catch you in a second. They're all a bit moody in here tonight. We're parked down there, grumpy man over there who shouted at us. We're not parking in the right space after he shouted at us and told us to park down there. So all fun and games there. So we've got a green ticket for priority and we're heading to the office now and get the paperwork. Just like that, 2 minutes later, got the red exit card and we're on the go to the truck with my wobbly camera. It's cold. It's definitely not shorts weather. Let's get to the boat and get over to France. 15 minutes in and out. That is what we like. Even after the man getting shouting. But we are gone. So it's a quick stop for fuel down in Dover, and then it is onto the boat. So we'll most likely see you when we are checking onto the boat. See you shortly. We are here. Just stopped and got some fuel, and then I've just pulled into the lanes. This is probably the first time ever that I've driven most of the way down a lane. There wasn't even any companies for boats on the lanes, so hopefully that means that we'll be through pretty quick. There was just 2 lanes open for lorries, and obviously we've got a green light there, so let's go through this and then we can get our passport stamped by the Frenchman here, hopefully not have to deal with any English people, and then we can crack on onto the boat. So let's see how this goes. I just stopped it, but we literally stopped for like a minute max. I don't think the passports matter, so let's try this one. Thank you. Oh, look at that, done. Any British people working? Nope. And we're in. So easy. I didn't know like that all the time. She stamped my passport, but I don't know where she stamped it. It looked like she stamped it over a couple of other stamps, which is always good because they're not really meant to do that. So it's always a win when they do something like that. Alright, so we're keeping to the left to do the check-in lanes. They make these lanes smaller and smaller. They got like a pass, someone with a pass, so like there's like, if you turn up and it's busy and you've got this pass or whatever it is, you literally skip it all and just join there on the left, which I think's mental. But then I suppose it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I'm hoping because we don't need a well, because we do need a plug-in, I'm hoping that it's not going to be hours to wait. What's the 22 for? Anyone? Or is that my speed? No, it's not my speed. I'm not doing 30. I don't know what that was. Lorries. Oh, speed bump. We want the FDS. P&O is really busy. If we get straight to the booth, I'll be amazed. There's probably no DFDS space. That's probably why no one's queuing for the FDS. Let's go and have a look. There is a few lanes and queues. Not going to be straight on the booth. Is that man on the car lane? Is this lane open? Because that would be really inconvenient if it's not. If this lane is open, we will go here. Right, that is us here. So I'll stop it for a second and I'll jump back when we move to the front. So we're just pulling up to the front. Let's speak to the bloke. Morning, mate, alright? Hello, please, plug in. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Right, so just like that, we've sorted out, messed around the bloke because he said I could either go to Calais or Dunkirk, but I didn't realise, I didn't hear what he said. Lane 44, right? Yeah, he basically said you can't go on a P&O boat at 6:55. You've got to wait for the DFDS boat, and I was like, right. And he was like, DFDS boat's not till 7:40, and I was like, all right, yeah, that's fine. And then I heard him say something about Dunkirk, and I was like, oh, but there's no point going to Dunkirk. And then he then said, yeah, because the Dunkirk boat's at 6 o'clock, and I was like, well, that makes loads of sense, because I'll get the Dunkirk boat at 6 o'clock, and then go over. That takes 2 hours, so you'll be off the boat by 8 o'clock UK time. And then, what's the word I'm looking for? Once I'm off the boat at 8 o'clock, then that gives me a couple of hours to run, rather than parking up at here till 7:40, which is 2 hours and 40 minutes. You don't want to do that. But yeah, right, I'm in the lane. Let's see how we go. I'll speak to you shortly. So guys, I'm just making the most of while we wait. Just giving the cab a full spruce up and clean. So we're all set. These are all over the shop. I still need to get a Portugal one of these and a Luxembourg. But yeah, we're all clean. Bags ready for us to go on the boat. Tickets in the window. Matey boy's already come and got the tickets, so we'll be going on shortly. We've only been parked for 25 minutes as well, so that's decent. But yeah, we'll be on, and then I shall go meet you guys when we're on there. Just took like 2 photos of myself because I didn't realise it wasn't on record, and started like pressing the buttons. Anyway, I've been on the boat. I've just had a shower and had some breakfast and just chilled out on the boat, just relaxing really. So now we are currently waiting to get off the boat. The 2-hour boat crossing has turned into a 2 hours and 48 minute boat crossing, which is a long time, but we might get a split rest in. Not that I need a split rest because I don't have time to do any other work this weekend anyway, but yeah, I'd like to just get off the boat now and actually be able to leave, but I don't know what's going on. Sometimes this happens, like it happened the other week where we were sat for ages, but we're also against the wall again. So because obviously when you've got a fridge, the wires are obviously against the wall. So yeah, we're sat against the wall, so we're going to be probably at least 10 minutes or so, if they even get on with. It's weird, it looks like they've opened the back doors, which is strange, but it doesn't look like they've opened the front yet. No one's moved or anything. So it could all just happen at once, or it might just be that we'll be here for a while. But it is what it is, isn't it? But hopefully you guys are liking this video so far. I didn't film a lot on the boat because it's sort of the same thing. I was, like I said, just chilled out because I'm obviously tired. I'm hoping that we'll be able to park up somewhere decent this weekend, and then see how we get on. See if we can go for an adventure or not. It might be like I'm parked up tomorrow morning, like early Saturday morning. So we'll have to see what happens. And then I'll go when my hours reset, because I'm going to run out on my 90 and they should reset on Monday morning first thing. So I just need to work out whether that's midnight or 1 o'clock, because obviously I think it's normally midnight in the UK, so it will obviously be 1 o'clock in Germany where I plan to end up parking, but we're going to have to see what happens. But for now I'm going to leave you guys to it, and then hopefully we can get out of the port, get some AdBlue, and then get on the road a little bit, get up to at least Belgium. So I shall see you guys in a sec. We are free! Finally! It took them half an hour just to get off the boat, which is kind of annoying. You'd like to say that I'd organised myself in that half an hour, but I haven't. I haven't sent the hoodie off or anything like that. I forgot we were going to Dunkirk, so I've just come out and I'm like, this doesn't look right. I'm like, oh yeah, actually, we're at Dunkirk and not at Calais. So now we need to get out, and then we need to get some AdBlue to start the day, or should I say to start the journey to the GoPro died, which was always a good start, considering I should have had it on charge while I was out of the lorry. I don't know if it charges while I'm driving, while it's plugged in and while it's recording, so if it cuts off again, then apologies, and we will sort something out once I am at the fuel AdBlue bunker. The sat nav's sort of sorting itself out. I've basically got, I start at 8:30, so I've got till 11:30, so got 3 hours to go from now, so hopefully I can get to where I wanted. Well, it says, the lorry says I've got 2 hours and 4 minutes. But yeah, here we are officially. 3, 2, 1, France. Woohoo! Oh, what's this? Oh, don't pull me in, I don't have time. Oh, that reminds me actually. I'm just going to lean in front of it. Plug my toll box in. I saw the word Zoll, and that reminded me that I needed a toll box. So that's all plugged in. These guys are getting searched and stuff because they've probably just got excessive amount of. Should have seen how much like alcohol and stuff the foreign guys buy on the boats. It's insane. Like maybe I had like a whole shopping basket full, and I was just like, okay. But I suppose it's so cheap on the boat, probably compared to obviously their place where they live or whatnot. So yeah, we're going to go over to the fuel station, which is about 5 minutes away, and then I shall catch you after we've gone there. So there was a bit of a queue for the good old AdBlue, but we made it in the end. Only took 11 minutes. We're currently going to be 3 minutes over our 15-hour day at this rate, but hopefully the traffic will disappear that's on the sat nav and we might make it. If not, we'll have to look at somewhere parking up just beforehand, but for now we're just going to hit the road, head up towards Lille and Mons and see how we get on. So I will jump back on in a bit. Just a quick update, we just crossed the border into Belgium and there is nothing but traffic and problems, which is really annoying, because obviously we had a time schedule to fit to, but it turns out that I think we're going to be a lot better off in the long run than it looked like originally. I think it's not as far as I remember, so hopefully we should probably get quite far tonight after we have our 9 hours off today, and then we'll see how we should be. Probably about 5 hours away when we start on whatever day we're starting on, Monday morning. So we're going to see how that goes. We're just literally just doing these sort of roads the whole way. I can't work out what line is what. Oh, we're on this line. There's like so many orange, white lines on the road in the radar. 70 kilometres. It's alright, chap, because we're only doing 60. 38 miles an hour, eh? On the motorway. Exciting. But yeah, I'm going to basically try and film as much as I can. Again, not really a lot going on. There is some cool stuff. I see more stuff every time I do this drive. I think like I pay attention, but then like I see something that I've never seen before, and I'm like, have I driven this road? And then I'm like, yeah, I have. So, but yeah, we're going towards Mons and Liège, and we are going through Luxembourg and that, but that will all be tomorrow in the morning. Well, tonight, should I say. So by the time we've parked at around probably in the next hour, so it'll be about 9:30. No, yeah, we can start at 9:30 tonight. By the time we've parked at 12:30. So that's not so bad. That's about the same time as we've been starting all week back in the UK, because that's 8:30, obviously. And then we'll be able to do a 10-hour drive. Hopefully get parked out first thing in the morning, go to sleep for a few hours, and then get back into the routine of days. Maybe go out, depending on where we end up parked. Maybe go out for the day, possibly go and stay somewhere in the evening. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, it's a nice truck. WJT, apparently that. Oh, there's another nice truck there as well. I like them, I'll follow them on Instagram. But yeah, anyway, I shall see you guys in a bit. Good evening, good day, good morning, good year. Whatever we are on, for anyone who is around, we are off. We've just had our 9 hours and 1 minute off in our lovely industrial estate. This is the place that I've parked a number of times now, and touch wood, slap my head, I haven't had any problems here yet. Nice little industrial estate in Belgium, out of the way, plenty of parking, like you can literally park anywhere. I always park on the nice flat bit of tarmac, but you can park all the way down here on the right. But yeah, so we are on the go. Nothing really to report from this morning, just basically ran out up here, lots of traffic, made it just in time. 1 minute on a 15-hour day, as if you follow the socials you would have seen. But yeah, you can see how many trucks are parked down here, it's just mental. But yeah, so we are a go. Hopefully my plan is to do 9 hours of driving today, and hopefully we don't have any big delays. We're basically going up to Luxembourg and then through Luxembourg down into Germany, and then hopefully get to the other hopefully maybe possibly get to like the other side of Munich, if all goes well, but obviously it's Germany, so anything can happen. But we'll see what happens. And basically we've got enough fuel, we've got enough AdBlue, we've got enough diesel in the trailer, so fingers crossed we don't have to stop for anything apart from having a break. It'll be interesting stopping for a break because it's always stressful, because there's never anywhere to park at this time of night in Germany, so stopping for a break is always a ball ache. But hopefully we can drag it out as long as possible to get the use of our full 9 hour day, so we don't have to have another 45. That's a big curve. Why is that a big curve? What's that about? It's not what we wanted this time. Oh, it's massive. 2 foot high. Yeah. So if you need any fuel or anything, if you're out here, it's not AS24, but it's everything else. There's a couple of fuel stations down there you can use. There is an AS24 about 10 minutes up the road as you cross over the E42 and another road which I cannot remember, but we'll see it shortly. And yeah, it's nice and simple. And that one, so there's lots of fuel options around Belgium, but obviously AdBlue wise we don't get it over here because it's as expensive as the UK as far as I'm aware. But yeah, for now I'm gonna put the tunes on and basically start this shift. Hopefully it can be, if we do 9 hours, maybe potentially we can be done in 10 hours of shift. So we might be parked by like, I don't know, 6:30 UK time, so 7:30. And then we can get a good break in for the weekend and we can park somewhere decent. But obviously, like I say, we'll have to see how it goes. So for now, I will hit the road and I shall see you guys in a bit. We've just come down out of absolutely nowhere. Everybody's waving. Oh dear. That's not very good. There was a car trailer there. In the UK, this would be like fully shut. Oh, he's underneath the back of that lorry. That's not ideal. Yeah, so that came out of absolutely nowhere. Come round the corner, and there was loads and loads of blue flashing lights. Mabel was waving his stick, slow us down. Looked like there was a trailer with a motorbike on it that had come off. Maybe the lorry had pulled out underneath the van or something. I don't know. The front of the van was like underneath the back of the lorry, and the trailer was like a good 2 or 3 lorry lengths away. But no traffic, nothing. Like literally just come around the corner, it was happening, moved into the left lane, and then straight away plain sailing. So bad. Like that would cause absolute carnage if that was in the UK. But somehow they managed to deal with it differently. We've just pulled in, well, I say that, pulled in 17 minutes ago, if it's going to focus. So that is us. We've had our 15-minute break. Just going to put it onto other work again. And then we'll basically, it's going to focus or not. We're going to go down to places. Then we're going to press begin place, and then we're going to scroll all the way down to Luxembourg because we're just outside of the border now. We've probably gone from the bottom up. But there we are, and then we'll press OK, and then that begins to change, and then we're all good to go. So we'll be back on the road for a little bit longer. We are just making our way through Luxembourg. We're just going around one of these joining slip roads. It's literally like a back on itself, on top of itself junction with no bit of slip road off it, so it was just like immediately indicate right. So there was a few bits of roadworks. I've just put in, well, earlier on when we were on break, I've put in where I wanted to park. We're going to be about 7 minutes short, which is really annoying. So I don't really want an infringement, so I'm probably going to have to, on my half an hour break, sort of look at it again and work out if there's anywhere else to go, and then go from there. If we go there, then it's about 4.5 hours to delivery, so you can potentially do it in a 4.5 if the traffic's good. Sometimes not, obviously, because the German to Austria border isn't great. So we'll have to see how that goes. But for now, obviously, we're on track for being the far side of Munich, so Austria side of Munich, which is decent. But I don't know anywhere else to park that's got. I ideally want a train link, because I'll probably go into Munich, because I'm going to be parked from like Saturday morning until Monday morning, so I'm probably going to get bored. So I might see if there's a train link anywhere to get to Munich. But from that, that's all I can say for now. But once we get on our half-an-hour break in 2 hours and 2 minutes, then yeah, we'll know a little bit better. Because the other thing is if I can't drive to literally 2 hours and 2 minutes, then that's less time as well. So it's unlikely that we're going to make. I've got 6 hours and 38 minutes to go, and I've got 6 hours and 32 minutes drive time for the day. So that would mean I'd have to drive to literally 4 hours and 30 minutes on this drive, and then 4 hours and 30 minutes on the next drive. And that's quite hard to do normally, because obviously that would mean that parking areas have to be perfectly in line. But like I say, we'll worry about that when it comes. We've still got a couple of hours on this 4.5 to go, and then we'll work out what we're going to do from there. And simply just like that, we are coming into Germany. So in a second we'll find somewhere to pull over, what's convenient, and change the tacho over to Germany. There is a parking area just on the border there, but it looked rammed, so I will go into the next one, and then we'll get that done. I want to try and use minimal amounts of drive time, so if we can just pull over, like preferably not on the hard shoulder, but like just pull over and then pull back out would be perfect. But we'll see how that goes. And then obviously now we're just going to be making our way through Germany. Welcome back, guys. You join me just as we are finishing our 30-minute break, so which completes our 45 minutes. We are in Germany still. That will be our final resting place for the day in 4.5 hours. We are just about to set off. I'm just waiting for it to clock over now. Unfortunately, I've put myself in a little bit of a situation. So there's only so much that looking at routes on Google Maps and checking the sat nav for your HGV sat nav and stuff like that can do to help you. So I've basically driven down through Luxembourg. I've never done it at night time. I've only ever done it in the day, and I've never noticed anything. So basically what I've found out is that the road that we are on currently, which is like the National 10, you're not actually allowed. You're not allowed to drive on it at night. So we're only, the hours for this road are sorry, let me just pull out. Yeah, so the hours for this road are basically between I think it's 10 o'clock at night until 6 o'clock in the morning. You can't use this road, but the sign wasn't until like the very last point. So obviously next time I won't be using it, but this time, well, I haven't really got a lot of choice because I'm not driving all the way around the other way. So we're just going to wing it and see what happens. But the obviously it's 60 kilometers an hour road. There's tunnels and bits and bobs, and the weather is horrendous in regards to what's the word? The mist and fog. So hopefully we can make it the last. We've only got 18 kilometers to go, and fingers crossed we can make it without any trouble from the police or anything like that. But yeah, it's just one of those lessons that I don't really know what the solution would be, because unless you knew in advance, I don't really know what there is to be able to do, because obviously I didn't know that you couldn't do this, so I've just driven 2 hours down a normal road to get to this road, and then when I got to the road it said that you couldn't. Whether there were signs further back, I'm not sure. Obviously didn't see them, didn't really take much notice to them if they were there. which I don't think they were. But yeah, so like I say, it's one of those for next time. I'll know that if I'm travelling through the night, that ideally I'll have a look at the map once we're parked later on, and I'll work out what route I should have preferably taken. But yeah, I think the main problem is I'm guessing because it's so windy and the speed limit's slow and all this sort of stuff. I'm guessing it's like a locals sort of thing. Like they don't want to make noise for the locals and stuff like that, because that happens quite a lot in Europe. But there's a lot of lay-bys for stopping and stuff, but it says no truck parking and no truck like breaks or sleep. So it's basically the same if you've watched the other videos when we came through here in the day. But I keep seeing the odd truck, so obviously either they're doing the same thing, or potentially I've read it wrong and you can do it if you're refrigerated or something like, I don't know. It's one of those. I need to have a little look and make sure. But yeah, it's an interesting drive. But yeah, it's tunnels like these. It's really quiet road though. It's been really nice to drive down, mainly because there's not been like, I've seen probably about 20 cars the other side, and then I haven't caught up with anyone or seen anyone my side. So tell a lie, I think that was 1 minute ago actually. But yeah, pretty much we've been pretty plain sailing, so it's not bad. We'll like I say, get there when we get there. We're not going to make it as far as I wanted because I don't want to go over by around 6 minutes, so I'm going to park up a little bit earlier, which will just mean that on Monday morning we'll have to have a 45-minute break on the way down instead of just being able to go straight there. So it's one of those. But this is another tunnel that's 60 kilometers, but I think it's just like I say, because they're so windy and they're cutting through the mountains, there's no signal or anything down here. It's just like a weird section of Germany. But yeah, so I'm going to leave you guys at that point, and I shall come back when we can see something else. I just wanted to say quickly that we made it and we are back on the 65. So thankfully there was no problems with that. There was plenty of other lorries and stuff, so I don't think we would have been in that much trouble anyway. But yeah, we survived the weight limit. I shall see you in a bit. Hello. We are still on the same day, so don't worry, you haven't missed anything. Basically, I was really tired, and I was struggling, so I pulled over for another 45. We did and we didn't need it. To get to where I wanted to get to, we're going to be able to do now, as long as there's no major traffic. We needed 8 minutes, and I had 8 more minutes because I parked up earlier on 4 hours and 22 minutes because there wasn't anywhere to park. So in that regards, it was okay. In regards to parking up, no, we didn't really need it, but we did. Just I needed it for the sake of, I think all of these night shifts this week have all hit me all at once, so I was absolutely knackered. The sun is blaring, it's 4 degrees, the sun is hot, so it's going to be probably a really nice day, or maybe a nice weekend. So I'm going to get to where we're going to park, which is just over an hour and a half away, and then the plan is to go to sleep for a few more hours, and then I'll force myself to get up and then try and get back into day stuff. Today will probably be a write-off because I am actually knackered. But then tomorrow we might go on a little bit of a jolly. Tempted to go into Munich, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, but hopefully there's not been, because I've had to stop for 45 minutes now, and now it's now 10 to 7. Hopefully that won't cause traffic delays, but you never know in this game. So yeah, it's nice wearing out that sun. It's really bright. But yeah, so let's get on. We need 11 hours off in 1 hour and 31 minutes. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. I shall see you guys shortly. So guys, we are on a jolly around the ring road around Munich. We've basically gone around the other way just because it's absolutely carnage out there. So we decided that we're going to go this way. I'm not sure whether I'm actually allowed to go the way that sat-nav is trying to take me, but we'll find out in just a second. We want to go this way. We're going around the ring. Whether we're actually allowed, we'll find out. Apparently we need to keep left. There was something on the sign that said about lorries, but we've done quite a good job of signs this morning. But the sat-nav changed last minute, so it's probably one of these like, we'll probably get out of here in a minute and it'll be like, no lorries. But we'll find out. The way I see it at the moment, oh, does that say no lorries? Ah, snag. This is Germany issues for you. So out of nowhere, like, you get no lorries situations. But hopefully we'll be alright. It's basically just like a ring road that goes around. Santa's angry. It's the concerning time is when you don't see any lorries. That's when you know that you've messed up the job. But I think it's basically just like a diversion, so this cuts off quite a considerable amount of going around the outside, which is ideal right now because we need to avoid traffic because I need to get there as quick as possible. So this didn't happen, if anyone asks, and we went the correct route. All that. As long as we do the speed limit through it, and we did nothing wrong. I don't know why. Like, it's always one of those. It's like when there's no lorries. I don't know what it said under the sign. I think it said no lorries because there was a big sign that had a circle with a red ring around a lorry. But as long as there's not like a 3-foot bridge, then I think we'll be alright. I mean, if there's a 3-foot bridge, everyone else will be alright either. So, yeah. Oh, there's a coach. Ah, you'll be right. Go on then, mate. Come on. It says actually that it's zone. Left is like a mission zone. Which way are you going, chap? Alright, you left me no choice. We're properly going through the middle. So, it's nice, isn't it? All the tunnels. Hopefully, we make it through. Again, with our rebel reputation today, that we don't get in trouble. We're literally like, basically this road just joins the other road anyway, but it joins it on like the bottom side rather than the top side. So we got 1.3 kilometers and then we keep left again anyway. Just waiting for this Mercedes van in front to just light up blue or something. Because this morning I've seen so many police cars and they've all like unmarked as well. Like there was just 2 police officers just stood by the side of their Mercedes like police car with the lights on, and I was just like, that's not very reassuring. But yeah, I feel like it's always fun in Germany. There's always something that you're a bit on edge about. Smashing it along. Satnav's not very happy because obviously it's the way that it's gone. What's this sign saying? Tunnel zone. See what happens in a second. It's really nice. It's a really nice day today. I think it's basically like some sort of low emission zone. But we're Euro 6 gang, so it should be alright. What does it say? Unbumped zone. So again, haven't seen any lorries yet, so definitely probably shouldn't be again. It's all fun and games until we get caught. But this is the sort of thing that you guys want to see. This is when mistakes are made because there was big delays in the traffic, and you look at the sat nav and go, that way will be alright, and then you bang it in on the sat nav and then you're like, actually, maybe it won't. But at least we're going through a lot of tunnels. Exciting. There has been a van behind us this whole time. Taking the exit into the 2R to Ring Road. At least we're seeing the scenery. Everyone can't say that we haven't seen Munich from the inside. Just driven around the Ring Road. The inner Ring Road, I assume that is. What is that outside? It's like arrow left, arrow right, arrow left. But we're going right here, apparently. This is the moment where I definitely should probably have Google Maps open to confer that it's not trying to screw me. It's actually saying that that little bit of left road there is a weight limit, which is mental considering we've been in a weight limit. Oh, you're plugging out. This is a nice little jolly, isn't it, for the morning? This is definitely not what I was expecting to be doing. Obviously the accident that's happened. Oh, look at all the police cars at the police station. Police. That is the police station over there. The handbrake is on. We've got 25 minutes left on our 90-hour drive, and I am 21 minutes away, which I just kind of want to be there now because I'm tired and I don't really want to be jollying through Munich because the sat-nav decided that this would be a good idea. I think this is where, like, you know, when you see videos of people getting stuck between buildings and stuff like that, this is where, like, this happens. Oh, okay, so we've just come off of there. Should have zoomed out on the sat nav. We've literally just come off of that road to drive around it to get back on it. That's insane. I don't know if the sat nav understands how weight limits work. It isn't drive through the whole weight limit and then start and then drive around the bit at the start and then drive. We should have just carried on through because it's literally turning us around to get back on that road. That's funny. Enjoy. So we could have saved probably about 3 minutes of driving. Salzburg. That's what we want. A motorway. Oh yes, and now it says like this turning right is a weight limit as well. Oh no. What is that above the road? That doesn't look very high. Is this good entertainment? Are you all having a good time? I think we're going to make it. It's alright, we've got loads of time. We're going literally back onto that motorway. Oh, bus. Yeah, and then we'll just literally watch, ready? As we drive around the corner, we're going back down onto the same road. I wonder what it's going to do to us now. Oh, it's literally putting us back on there. So obviously that's something that people should be aware of. This is a bad example of me paying attention to it, but like that does happen with the sat nav, and what you shouldn't do is plan your route, which is what I did, and then go, oh actually maybe I'll just take this route because it says it's faster, because that's not normally the case. If you're in a car, it's not so bad. Like worst case in a car, you might come across like an extra toll or something like that while you're doing it. But if you're in a lorry like we are, like really, you should just be sticking to the route that you've planned, and not, yeah, driving around. What does this say? Between 10 and 6 is 60. See, it says they're allowed here, so that's fine. There's some Switzerland. There's three cars there from Switzerland, all kitted out like full off-road vehicles, all the camping kit and all that. And this man in his Audi is leaking loads of condensation into everyone's signals. So yeah, look at that. We're off. We're out. We made it around the ring road of Munich, and we didn't hit anything. Basically, we've got another 17 minutes to go. So 24 kilometers. So hopefully it's all plain sailing. I'm going to come off the camera because it's been 11 minutes of me rambling. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed our little adventure, and it shows you the more on edge side of things, like the true side of trucking, instead of me going, oh, I'm going to edit that and change it so actually like I was meant to go down there, because I wasn't meant to go down there, and we probably could get in trouble, and I'm still going to post it because yeah, because you guys have got to see what happens out on the road, so just keeping you guys happy, you know. Right, anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because I'm tired, so I shall see you guys shortly. Well, that is us parked. We are 1 hour and 11 minutes from Salzburg, which is the Germany-Austria border. So that is us done for the weekend. So I'm going to park up. Well, I'm not going to park up because I've already parked. Like weird seats, don't they? Yeah, I'm going to be here for the weekend. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to sort the YouTube videos out. I'm going to get some sleep right now. So I'm not sure whether I'll probably edit the first half in a second and then put whatever I do this weekend onto this video, and then we'll do the other bit. It all depends on really how much footage there is already. If it's over an hour, then I normally just smash it into 2 videos, but hopefully we can get to this weekend under an hour, and then we'll do the delivery and turning around tomorrow, because there is plenty of snow up on the Alps to look at, which is just the other side of Matey Boy's lorry here. So yeah, we'll crack on with that when we get to it on Monday.